So, how has it been for you during this quarantine time? Did you do anything in particular to get occupied?
When the pandemic first hit, it was the same thing here. We had, projects lined up. We had stuff that we were going on. We were just on a really solid train. And when it hit initially, we're going, okay, we're just going to stay inside. And my wife and I were already such homebodies. So if there's anybody that's actually made for quarantine, it's us. It's just because we have a big board game collection, and we love to cook as it is. So it was great. We actually kind of used the time at the very beginning to not only have a physical quarantine, but also a bit of a mental quarantine, just because there was, of course, a daily feed every single day of devastating news. So it was just sort of bad news after bad news after bad news, and we said, okay, you know what, time, and we're going to stop communications for a little bit of time, and we did that. We just kind of like turned our phones off. We didn't actually turn them off, but we were like, all right, we're not going to go onto the news every single day. We're not going to participate in every single thing that comes in right now, because we need to mentally stabilize and prepare ourselves for what's about to come. And we did that, and it was great at the beginning. And then, of course, you get into a phase where you start to become stagnant. And we started, and recently what we've done now is we've put together our plan, just our master list of everything, and we're just back at it again. It's same with Mo. It's sort of coming up for air again, especially with everything that is going on that we're continuing to see in the world now with the Black Lives Matter movement. And there's a lot of stuff that I am a true believer that you can't help others unless you help yourself first. You need to be protective and have your own energy and positivity stabilized, so that way you can then go ahead and give energy and give positivity to those out there in the world. So we've been doing exactly that, and it has proven to be very helpful for us to continue to do things for others as well. So I think if anything, it's just we found that we are also grateful to have each other, to have everything that we do have, and to be able to have that time, have had the time to learn these very surreal lessons.
How would your characters in High School Musical experience the quarantine?
That's funny. Chad would have had a major problem. There's no way. Chad and Corbin are very, very different. I told you, I am fine staying inside. I am fine being at home. Chad, on the other hand, he needs to be out there with his friends on the basketball court. And he's like, there's no way. There's no way he would have followed the rule. Actually, he'd be one of those people out there right now, not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
It's more of a general question now, but what inspires you, every day to stay positive?
My fastest answer is the people I surround myself with, and mainly my wife. She's my rock, and at this point, ever since I met her, and just over the years, I really just have realized how important the people that you surround yourself with. It's everything. And I've since then I've even also kind of cut down my circle. I've had to sadly have certain ties and certain relationships severed. But as hard as that was, it was for the better. So now it's just having those people in my life, those people that build you up, and continuing to work hard and continuing to also find things that make you happy. I think that in this business too, in this industry, that it's such a confusing industry. It's such an industry where you put yourself on the line for judgment, for opinion, and creativity and art is all about, if you do it properly, you're taking what you have in here and you're laying it on display for others to rip apart, or to take in and love, and to do that constantly in this business is it's a crazy thing. And I worked with an actor once who described it as every day you jump in front of a bus. He said, hope that the bus doesn't hit you. And that excitement of every day jumping in front of a bus that you just go ahead and do. And I loved that analogy. I just thought it was so funny. And it is, just because the adrenaline of it and the feeling of it, am I not going to get hit today? Am I going to get hit today? And to do that every day, you need to have other things that ground you. And I feel that way with anything in life. I mean, no matter what you do, there's stress and there's anxiety and there's uncertainty, and you need to have things that ground you. So find those things that ground you. And for me personally, it's home, it's my wife, and it's my small circle of friends.
If you could give any advice to your younger selves, what would it be?
You can't please everybody. And that was something that it was a hard lesson to learn, and especially because I do take pride in my work, and I do want to spread positivity, and there are just, in the same way, there are just things that just don't vibe with me. There are going to be people, and that just don't vibe, that also don't vibe with, I don't vibe with them, and my work doesn't vibe with them, and I think that if you spend so much energy trying to please everyone, you stop focusing your energy on the things that are more important. And that was definitely a lesson that once I finally did learn it, I was able to breathe and relax and be able to, and I feel like I've been able to devote myself to my work in a much better, healthier way. It's something that I have to remind myself of. It's something my wife has to remind me of. It's something I have to remind my wife of. It's just a constant thing of going, you can't please everybody. But if you do what you do with respect, with integrity, if you can look back and you can say, you know what, I truly gave my all, and everything intention-wise was with good intentions, was with positive intentions, and if you can also learn from whatever mistakes you make, and you say, okay, well, no, I do see actually where I went wrong there, or if you go, at this point, I'm sorry, like I disagree, and that's okay. It's okay to disagree, but just do what you can to have empathy, and do what you can to be respectful. But that's, to me, at that